Hello, welcome and hey Kidra, welcome to my YouTube channel DP Vlogs. Today is another segment of a special vlog because today in this vlog I'm going to discuss how did I actually manage my time during my masters while preparing for my internship and full-time jobs, and also doing my internships while I was studying, having exams in between, and how the timeline goes. Before going forward, I need to first clarify that it's not necessary that you have to finish your masters in 2 years, because in Germany students do take some more time to improve their resume, or to do some kind of research work, or to do some kind of internship some company, because it is voluntary for us to do any kind of part-time jobs or internship, and it is not mandatory as per our course goes. Otherwise, if it's mentioned in your coursework that you can get credits for doing this internship, then it's absolutely good. But in my university it was not the same case, and also in most of my friends that are passed out from various German university, they also didn't had this kind of credits given to them for completing an internship. So we will keep in a general baseline that your university doesn't allow to get credits while doing this kind of internships. But in this vlog you will get to know when do you actually finish your masters and how do you actually manage your masters, such that you will be in the best position to apply for any job roles that is available for a graduate or a fresher, and finish or manage your masters accordingly. So as you already know, any of the masters course here in Germany requires 120 credits to complete, and most of the last 30 credits or 32 credits is actually involved for your thesis and master thesis, which usually takes some time, around 6 months, or it depends on the professor. If you are having some issues, it goes up to 6 to 8 months by extending by 2 months. The rest of the credits, which is around 88 to 90 credits, are left for your theory, projects and seminars. So what should you do? Initially you have to check your course websites and to see how they actually divided all those 3 semesters into various course modules. If you have some compulsory modules or you have no compulsory subjects, like in my university I didn't had any compulsory module, but I had some of the mandatory stuff that I have to do, like finishing one lab, a seminar in the category in which I have to do my thesis, some of the administration stuff that you have to take care in your mind, which is very important for you to take care while managing your master studies. As far as my coursework goes, I had 88 credits left to achieve with my theory, projects and seminar. So in my university website there were 3 different ways I can actually achieve those 88 credits. So I tried to follow one of those track to complete my master degree, but it was not feasible. So I tried to develop my own strategy. How do I actually finish it? So in the first semester I tried to complete as much as credits as possible. So the minimum number of credits that I actually thought to get in one semester is actually 30, because if you divide 120 by 4 it's actually 30. So I thought let's just do 30 credits in the first semester and 30 credits in the second semester and 20 credits in the last semester, such that I will be in the right path to complete my masters in 2 years. So I tried to pick up subjects which actually completes 30 credits quota. So I finally end up with 4 subjects in my first semester. One thing for sure, you need to study every day and you have those things, concepts cleared up every time you have the opportunity, because in our university we had doubt classes as well, and also we had to mandatorily give assignments every week to even be eligible for giving the final examination. So it was so important for us to be attentive in the class and also clear our doubts every time if we have some of them. The university professors are really helpful and they are there to actually clear your doubts. But the one thing I can tell you for sure, if you are not clearing your doubts and not really studying every day what the professor has taught you on the given day, then it's going to be really heavy and really difficult at the end of the semester, because these courses in Germany in general are really difficult if you are not studying every day or you are not revising them, because the amount of workload that you will get at the end of the semester during your examinations, it's going to be really huge. So I would definitely say that do practice every day what the professor has taught you, and do clear your doubts every time you get them. It's going to help you in the long term, and also it's going to benefit you at the end of the semester when you have so much to do. But every day when you actually complete your course and done with all those studies and revision, do take out around 2-3 hours of time to practice your codings. If you don't practice that also, you're definitely going to not improve on your coding skills. If you are just doing it for weekly basis or to do 5 questions every day, then it's definitely going to be the best thing that you are doing at that moment of time in your first semester when you are in masters. In this way you will be in a better position later on when you are finally be shortlisted for any of the internship rounds. But you will going to experience this when you are in Germany and while you are studying master's degree here, and you have to do all of this thing together. This thing is going to help you in the long term. Course work that you have chosen, the 30 credits in the first semester, it's absolutely necessary. If you are not beginning with the right manner, having those credits, it's going to be very difficult in the future semesters, because you will be doing some of the internships, and also if you get any part-time jobs you have to give some time on them. First semester is the best semester to improve yourself with the coursework and also have good coding skills. In my case, I didn't do any part-time or any kind of internship during my first year because I was not able to get them, and since I was not here in Germany, I mostly focus on my coursework and trying to improve my coding skills. So at the end of the first semester, all of those efforts and hard work come to fruition. I able to get all of those 30 credits in the first semester. So after first semester I came to Germany, which is one of most important semester for me, because I had to find internships or a part-time job to improve my resume for later point of time for a full-time job application. So it was a month of September, October, and it is the most important month if you are considering to apply any of the internship or full-time jobs, because most of the big companies are also, some other companies have their internship programs which usually start on this month for next year. So I applied for various internship programs, let it be Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, or some other small companies as well. So in my opinion, if you're also looking for internships in any company, you should always look for in the period of September to December in LinkedIn or in any of the websites that you are more familiar with. But I mostly used LinkedIn, and I was able to get every job offer advertisement from there. So but I was mostly looking for internships for 3 months or 4 months or 6 months, for rather than doing a part-time jobs which is mostly involved your 80 hours per month and 20 hours a week kind of stuff, because I knew that if I had to focus on my studies and also do the internship, which is not possible for most of the time. If I had done the internship for 3 months or 4 months or something like that, then I would be focusing only on those months with my internship, while the rest of the time I can actually focus on my studies. To going for a company which can also give me a full-time role at the end of completing this internship on a 3 months time, that's the best way to actually job secured before even completing the masters. In the part-time job roles I have to work every week, but it's less amount of time, like 20 hours a week. But even so, but I had some doubts on myself whether I will be doing only 20 hours a week, I will be investing most of my hours, which will become a full-time job for the rest of my masters, which eventually could have made me shift my masters up to one semester or 2 semesters. So the internships that I had opted for, like somewhat full time, and these internships usually happen during the semester breaks. Like on the winter semester it happened from July to September, and in the summer semester it happened from February to the end of June. So I had a period of October to January to focus on my second semester coursework rather than thinking about anything else about these internships. During the second semester, the time that I had between October to January, I only focused on completing the credits for second semester, which is also 30 credits again, because I knew if I hadn't focused on that, it will be very difficult while I was doing my internship and giving exams at the same time. One thing I want to give you a pro tip here, I took all of those theory courses during my first semester and second semester, such that I don't have to keep it as a burden in my next semesters due to my internships. So I made sure that I will have less workload in theory courses, which took a lot of my time during my masters. So the first couple of semester I was able to get off all of those theory courses, such that in my third semester I won't be having that much of theory workload during my masters and can easily focus on my internships and try to give as much as attention on the less number of subjects that I have left for my third semester. So guys, if I'm being honest, on the third semester it was really difficult for me to manage everything. Although I did my internship during semester break, some of the months I did during my semester, which took a really big effect in my studies, but I had to pull it off in some way. So in third semester I took more than enough credits to give myself more chances to get at least 30 credits that is required to complete the entire theory courses. Though it is not feasible, but I took my chances. If some subject I find it difficult, I can easily drop it for other subject which I find it really manageable. One more tip that I can give you here is that take as many subject as you can initially, and you can choose at the later point of time which subject do you want to pick it up and which subject do you want to drop it. But keep in mind, you always have enough required credits that you want to achieve at the end of semester. So at the end of third semester, I was able to complete most of my courses and most of my labs and theory and seminar, and also did complete one of my internships in between. But now it is the most important time to find a master thesis. So there are a couple of options from which you can do your master thesis. One is under a professor from your university which you like, or second thing, you can do it in a company, or you can do it in a research institute. I took the latter option by doing in a research institute. Also, if you are able to get a master thesis in a company, it's going to help you to get a full-time job there. Eventually you have to focus on that at the end of third semester, that you are trying to apply as many companies or as many research institutes as possible to see if you are able to get any of the master thesis from them, or always have a backup option to do a master thesis with your professor, because you don't want to lose out the entire semester by deciding under which option do you want to complete your master thesis. Since at the end of third semester it was September, and it is that time again where all the companies start hiring for graduate position, because it holds the most chances in which your profile will get shortlisted, since it is only for graduate people who are graduating from a master's or graduating from a bachelor's degree. So you don't want to miss out on those positions. And also I applied in those graduate positions as well. I applied for various different companies, and also the current position that I am in Amazon is also for the graduate positions that they are hired directly from the universities who are freshly graduated. They usually post during this period of time between September to December, when you are actually completing your third semester, or you are finishing up your fourth semester, in the between of your fourth semester, and the period is between September to December. You don't want to miss out on these positions where you have the high probability to get your profile shortlisted and have a chance to interview with them. And finally, I was able to bag some of the company offers in graduate engineering positions at the end of January. And I was in my fourth semester while doing my thesis from a research institute in the meantime. So that's how I actually did my entire masters in 2 years, and while doing my internships, and I prepared in the meantime and applied for every position that I found. But it was not completely easy, and also it was not impossible. Anyone can do it if you have right mind to do it, and also you are ready to focus on your masters and also focusing on yourself. It doesn't mean that you don't enjoy your masters, or don't get to travel anywhere else, or don't stop yourself from exploring anything, because in my masters I was able to travel more than 10 countries across Europe, and did meet a lot of good people, and also enjoyed variety of stuff across Europe. So if I can do it, you can also do it. You should not take these timelines religiously. You just have to focus on when to apply at which position, and when should you have to prepare, and how to prepare during the meantime. It's definitely going to help you in future and in also in long term while you are being as a student here in Germany. So if I brought any value to your life from this video, then don't forget to like, share it with your friends, and do subscribe below, because it will mean a lot to me. So I will meet you in this kind of vlog. Until next time, peace. So I finally end up with 4 semesters in my first semester. 4 semesters in first semester.